Hello, how you doing tonight? Feeling all right? Had a fair day. Went to work, got work done, came home from work. Kids are home, wife was home. Not bad, Not bad. I was struck by a news story today. Today is the end of September. It's true. And it's the end of something else. Today is the end of the last beeper service in Japan. I don't know if anyone's still running beeper services in America. Possibly. But today is the end of beepers in Japan. There was one holdout in the Tokyo area, but they're shutting down tomorrow, so today's the last day. And it got me thinking about beepers and my life in the 1990s. Story time. So, for most of the 90s, my friends and I lived with our parents, our respectful parents, not together in one massive house, like separate certainly. So, when we wanted to get together, hang out for any reason, the only thing we could do was call each other's homes. There was none of us had private lines. None of us had cell phones. Oh my lord. I don't think I knew anyone in the 90s who had a cell phone. I tried to get one at one point, but even then I think it was 2000 and whatever. I could barely get any reception in my apartment in the suburbs of New York. But yeah, no one had cell phones. No one had a private line. You had to call someone's house. And given the lifestyles that we lived, we liked to stay up late. We liked to get in touch with her late at night. And, we weren't monsters. We didn't want to call each other's houses, at midnight and wake up someone's parents. That's not fun. We're not jerks. We just want to talk to our friends, right? So there were a variety of sneaky things we tried to do. For example, we would try calling and just hanging up right away, so it would ring once at the person's house, and that way, kind of a guilt-free, whoops, the phone rang by accident, you can't tell who it is, but that's kind of, let's be honest, that's still waking someone up. So, the other option was to have some kind of beeper. Now, a lot of my friends did not make that investment because they didn't have jobs or they didn't feel it was worth it. Some of us did. I made a peculiar investment. It was pretty expensive at the time. Don't ask me how much. But in the mid-90s, I bought a digital watch. And the digital watch, basically, the band was an antenna. And the idea was you could call a phone number, and I don't know if it was a number specific to me or a number with an extension, but whatever. If you call the number, you could basically send a page to my watch. And this required a subscription of some kind or a flat fee. I forget how it worked. But as part of this, I could also sign up for like news alerts and sports scores, that kind of thing. Now keep in mind, it's a very primitive digital watch, so it can't like spell out words or anything, but it can give like the basic like a few letters or so. So like if the Yankees won, I'd get a message on my watch saying the Yankees won and maybe the score. Or if someone called me, they beat me and I'd see a number. It's like, oh, well, there's a number I gotta call. And it was cool. I felt cool. I felt futuristic having this because this was as good as it gets. It's like I'm actually really into watches, but I can't afford them. So I generally keep one watch for a long time. But I would love, a really fancy. I kind of want a smartwatch, but I don't want to invest in one because it seems like it's a lot of money for something that I already have. Like in this device, I don't want to need this device, but I think long term I'd really like to get into like a smartwatch kind of thing because I love the idea of having a message like I had 20 years ago. Get a message on my phone like, oh yeah, I better call him. Of course today it's not call, but it's a message, and I text them back. Is that how smartwatches work? I don't even know. So anyway, the point of the story is about 20 or something years ago, I had a beeper / smartwatch. And I felt very cool. And I guess no one else bought it because after about a year or so, I got a message saying, yeah, this isn't going to work. We're going to pull the plug. But, it was a perfect good watch, so I used it for a few years and then moved on. And Lord knows where that battery is decaying in the landfill somewhere. But anyway, did any of you have a beeper? Do you remember using beepers? Maybe? I don't know. I do. It's kind of neat. Obviously, it's unnecessary at this point. I'd rather text, but it was cute. It was a cute solution to a problem that we absolutely had, which was, how do I contact a friend without waking their family? Speaking of waking, the opposite, I will unwake by going to bed. Good night, everybody. I love you.